What's up everybody? I'm Just G and I just 3D printed my first file. I'm gonna show you how. So I'm new to 3D printing and I'm trying to learn the ins and outs and everything else, and I want to do this journey with you guys. I appreciate y'all for letting me talk my way through my first heirloom build. So I want to build Wraith's heirloom. I don't know if you've seen it before, but she's from Apex Legends. Now I'm not new to Apex Legends myself.
Right there. Good shit.
So let's keep it short. Let's get right into the files. Okay, so first, let's talk about where I got my heirlooms from. Where'd I get my files from, right? So I went to Thingiverse, I think that's what it's called. Right here, we see the Hope's Dawn heirloom. That's what I use it. Now, this is a free file that I got from Thingiverse. Now, if we jump right over to the Cura Slicer, I didn't want to print it on its side like this. I wanted to print it vertical. So I took the file, moved it around long ways. I moved it horizontal and I put both of them side to side just like this. And then I generated supports. So if we look at my settings, I have it at a 0.02. With quality, I left everything the same. The shell, I left everything the same. Infill density is at 15, but I think I did 30 for this. Material, I'm using PLA Plus, so I heat my nozzle up to 215. Speed, I usually do this at 60 if I'm doing something with high detail. And then travel, this is all fine. Cooling, feel free to pause this at any time if you want to get any more details. Supports, so I had to generate supports. But once I sliced it, it did generate supports on the sides and I just had to do a cleanup detail after that. Okay, so I just finished priming, sanding, and prepping these kunais for paint. I had to use a little bit of Bondo to get in some of the nooks and crannies. Once I primed it with primer filler, I was able to sand it down and I got it nice and smooth around the edges because there was a little bit of chipping and stuff like that from when it printed. Also, I got in the little crevices, the crevasses. So it's ready to go. Tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and paint it and then we're going to move from there. Okay, so I just finished painting my props. They turned out really good, but actually I messed up on one of these. I taped up the chrome too early, and so when I peeled back the tape, it just ripped the paint right off. I tried to patch it up, but the chrome doesn't really work that way. I have to airbrush it on. So off camera, I retaped it back up, and then I went ahead and applied the gloss black, and then the chrome back on top of it. So it turned out really good. Next, we have to do the detailing, and then I'll be almost finished. Detailing, and then weathering, and then it'll be all good to go after I just hit myself in the face with it. So I just finished detailing these and I think they came out great. The Damascus pattern I think came out really well. All the little fine intricate details with the gold trim, oh, it was great. This one, same with the silver trim. It went really well. I had to use a little gold Sharpie, basically gold and silver Sharpie to get those little details in there. I didn't want to paint them. I also added the glow from the Heirloom that comes, that's shiny and reflective. I think it came out really good too. I tried to do the same thing with this one, but man, it did not come out looking right. The Damascus pattern did not look like Damascus, and the paint, let me tell you what, if I were to recommend one thing, if you want to paint something, you want to hand paint it, definitely buy acrylic paint for painting. Do not use your airbrush paint because it will not stick to the other paint. Another detail to use too is make sure your paints work together, because with the chrome paint, when I was trying to paint it with the airbrush paint, they did not stick together. They were just, it was kind of like beating off like water on like a new windshield that you just got. It just did not stick. So I didn't like it. I ended up retaping it off camera and painting it silver again. So I think this looks a lot better anyway. It's not as busy and I think it really looked good. Tell me guys what you think in the comments. Next thing we have left to do is I want to weather it. So I'm going to get a little bit of silver paint, scratch it up, just in case somebody was wielding this like she does in the game. I want to make it look like it's taking some damage. It's not going to be a brand new heirloom. I'm going to do it to both of them, and then I'm going to get a little dirty. I'm going to do a black wash, and I'm going to just trinkle it all over the heirloom, and it's going to make it look like it's been used. Now this has been a crazy journey. I'm so glad on how these heirlooms came out. I had a little bit of trouble with the Damascus on the sides, so I went ahead and repainted those off camera. This one came out really well, especially with the airbrushing and the blue. It really looks like it's glowing. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and then subscribe to this channel. Another thing that I'm about to do is give away this heirloom. This is one of my favorite ones. It's the original Wraith heirloom. To enter the contest, all you have to do is subscribe and give me a comment at the bottom. I'm going to randomly choose somebody from the comments and send them a message so they can get this heirloom as well. I hope you guys love this journey. I'm really excited, and please come back and see me. She said we should hook up the boyfriend and boogie. Don't know me, they look at I'm being in class. Full of Henny, I drink in a clown.